Hey everybody, this is Let Me See Your Transcript. Your favorite history teacher, Sargus, got kicked out by Let It Fly because somebody forgot that I was on live and called me in the middle of the live. That's yeah, technical difficulties. I just need to do something now. I just need to take off Facebook Messenger off of this computer. Just keep it on my phone so that I don't get kicked out anymore. Hey Christine, thanks for waiting and coming back to have technical difficulties. So hey Daramore. So thank y'all for waiting and coming back. But what I was saying, I'm feeling bad today, Betty. Just the news is just mm, so Ahmaud Arbery situation. Daramore, you're so crazy. Hi Libra lady, Libra sister, how you doing? So, and I was saying there's a lot of Black Lives Matter organizations, civil rights organizations, social justice organizations in your communities. You just have to find out what they are, and they do different things for different things in the community. So when people say, "Oh, what about Black on Black violence?" I'm like, well, I know in my community, No More Bloodshed is a group, a movement that deals with Black on Black violence in the community. Because I started having people who were like, other people were like, "Oh, Black Lives Matter, shouldn't all lives matter?" I say, "Yeah, it should, but it don't." And if you look at cancer, everyone says, "Oh, help with breast cancer awareness." No one says all cancers matter. You know. So, and then all these Blue Lives Matter people show up. My Blue Lives Matter. Y'all can take off their uniform at any time and still be treated like a regular person. Can't take off my black skin. You know. So I actually had to unfriend a classmate because she was so Blue Lives Matter. She just couldn't see it. And I thought she would be understanding because she was Hispanic, but um, I took the criminal justice track in high school, and she took the law enforcement track, and our conversations really did reflect that. Yes, in my community, it's hands up. Okay, yeah. Like we have MBUF, like I said. We also have another organization that's been here for over 40 years. Um, the Shape Center. They do cultural, historical, political programming. They have education classes for kids. Um, they put on like different festivals, events in the community. And so there's a different ways. Like I always tell people say, "Oh, we shouldn't marches and stuff." That doesn't work. They do work because if Arbery, uh, Ahmaud Arbery's friends and relatives in his own community kept up the marches and I think they did a thing called I Run with Ahmaud. They run it on his either yesterday or today on his birthday. Got the news's attention using social media, uh, and calling people, getting lawyers. And I'm assuming that what they did, like here, going to city council meetings, that does get stuff done. Okay, it might not. We just need to have it better in the courtroom. Like I know with social media, some of these people are losing their jobs, having to move. But right now, we just need to have them. We finally got with the Botham Jean, finally got someone convicted, but she only got 10 years. Then the judge and the man's brother wanted to hug the lady. We're like, wait a minute, what happened? So, um, but what I was trying to say is from before, we had Ida B. Wells talking about the horrors of lynching. Then we have Emmett Till in 1955, because a really big case in the age of the first wave of television. His mother did a very good job. Got the news down there, helped the NAACP and Medgar Evers, who was a local on the roots ground civil rights activist. Um, she also got her because she was from Chicago. She got Chicago. She got Jet magazine. She got Ebony magazine to cover her son's funeral. She invited the whole community to look. Say, hey, look what happened to my son. Um, so that people wouldn't forget. Like this could be your kid too. Even when you have Fred Hampton, he was a Black Panther, 1969. He's murdered by the police. I still say he's murdered by police. There's a discrepancy in Chicago, but they were doing their own documentary, and he got murdered in the middle of the documentary. So they start turning the documentary into like, hey, this case about these 4 cops who killed our chairman of our chapter. And when they went to the house and you can look at what the bullets are all at bed level. So you came in there with bullets blazing, knew he was asleep, with guns blazing to kill him on purpose. If I'm in my bed, I'm asleep. Okay? Especially it was like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay? And those policemen didn't I don't yeah, they had a so-called investigation, but they didn't go to jail either. And that was a concorded effort between the county, the state, local policemen. And I'm assuming this is 1969 as well. Nixon was in office, and he came in office on I represent the solid majority who don't protest. They go to work and they pay their taxes and go to church on Sunday. And he said, I'm going to restore law and order. That's one of the first things he did. That in the Kent State and Jackson State incident, putting down Vietnam veteran protesters. Okay. Houston hasn't had, as far as in comparison to Ferguson and Baton Rouge when they had their protests, like we didn't have a whole bunch of people going to jail or getting beaten. But it's still a struggle trying to get justice, trying to get, activists and even family members. I forget the name of the man who was here. Can't think of the man's name. Lord forgive me. But his tape was fuzzy because it was at night, and they said they shot him because he had his gun pointed at him. Someone had stole something from his home, and he had his gun, and he went searching for them. And so the police said, "Put your gun down." And so it looked like the man was putting his gun down, but the next thing you know, he gets shot. So it's like, okay, I don't, and it's really heartbreaking. Then you got Sandra Bland. I want to say Sandra Bland was 2016. She's in a car. She gets arrested. She's on her way to her new job at Prairie View. The next day, she's found dead in her cell. And they're like, oh, she committed suicide. Which she did have a history of mental illness, but when you go to the police station, you are filling out, there's like a sheet, a survey you're supposed to fill out. They're supposed to ask you questions. And people who are have a track record of mental illness, they are supposed to be you're supposed to take their tennis shoes away, you're supposed to take certain sheets away, you're supposed to monitor them on a consistent basis. And it literally took activists here, also her parents, her mother and father, I think it was her mother, calling and checking on her, want to know what happened. So when people say, marching and activism work, it does work. When it is organized, and you're using social media, communication, and television properly, and you're getting the message out, it can get things done. Because otherwise, no one would know about these incidents. Also, they're on film. Because so somebody, a lot of times they're not making the cops wear cameras, but you got to have your own cell phone on now. Or someone has to give them the media, or it has to be shared. Sometimes it's triggering for me, so not all of them I share. Sometimes I share them, but I'll put hey, this is a trigger warning. So you might want to pass this one up. Because you'll see someone being shot. And so I mentioned earlier the Central Park incident. 5 Black boys get convicted of raping a white lady. DNA evidence found out years later was somebody else. And the current president was the one who was like, oh, they should have went to jail. He ain't issued no apology since then. They ended up suing the city and got some millions of dollars. They had a documentary on it on Netflix. I think it's called When They See Us. Okay. There's also another one called Fruitville Station. By the cop shoots an unarmed black man. A lot of times. There was another lady, I think in Chicago. They shot her in her home in front of her child. Which you have the right to have a gun in your own home. And then there's Atatiana Jefferson, who was also in Dallas. The neighbor said the door was open. He called the police. And I don't want to say I fault him because he was concerned. And he didn't realize that a white man was going to go over there, see her in her home, and shoot at her. We're like, oh, I saw she had a gun. Well, you have the right to carry a gun. It's Texas. It's in your home. So I'm just trying to figure out. We can't be in our home. The other lady, the Botham Jean, she said she thought it was her. He said the coronavirus was. Well, his valet got the coronavirus now. Ain't a hoax no more, is it? That's a whole discussion about him. About that. But it's just making me wonder. And then also look at school incidences. We never even talked about school incidences of, because when there's a school incident, if it's a white boy shooting up the school, the ones who are most affected after it's over with are black kids. Because when we have police officers in schools, those are the ones who are getting roughed up by the school police. And we shouldn't, it's just, and it's just like, and some people say, oh, we should stop supporting their communities. We need to get guns, and we need to do all these different things. Okay. This is the approach I think we should do. One, we do need to be aware of our history. Yes, we should have the right to carry a gun. We have the right to have firearms in our homes. But we also need to be aware that the police might come and think we are the assailant and not the owner. And I actually saw another video like 3 months ago. This man was in his home. His alarm went off. He was there asleep all day. And the police came in, was asking him questions about to arrest him. And they started asking more questions. I think someone else came home or a neighbor saw him. And then they realized, they called, I think the what do you call it? The security company called or came by, and they're like, oh, he's the owner. Then they, the handcuffs off. And I'm just like, wow. So you telling me I can't be safe at school? I can't be safe at home. I can't be safe in my car because there was a Philando Castile in Minneapolis had a right to carry a gun. He tells the cop, I have a gun and it's registered. And the cop shoots him anyway. His girlfriend or his fiance is next to him. And I'm like, seriously? Then let's look at South Carolina, a church full of people. That was a black church, and I think here in Texas we had two different instances where some white churches got shot up too. But it's just like, okay, so I can't be safe for school. I can't be safe for church. I can't be safe in my home. And now want me to out when I go out. But I gotta think about being on guard. Because the police might pull me over even though I'm trying to be safe from the coronavirus. And that And Ahmaud Arbery was jogging. So I can't exercise either. Just, I, we're not all, and it goes back to the whole thing about horrors of lynching with Abby Wells-Barnett in her article. And I'm gonna post it in this link, and I posted it in the other video. She said it was 5 things why Black people were getting lynched, and it's like it's still the same reason. When we had a Black president, you didn't like it. When we got this white man in this office now, you don't like it. It's like, okay, just not getting this equal treatment under the law and the 14th Amendment. It's not happening. There's some people saying, "Oh, we need to take our Black dollars somewhere else," and okay, that can be effective, but how can we affect? I think we should do all of the above. It's yes, like Daryl said, get a concealed handgun weapon, but just be understanding when you get that, the policeman come and think you're the assailant. If you're in your car, don't make no sudden moves. Gotta have a phone out. There's even things now you can buy to put in your car, so you can put your someone cleared like a clear pouch. It has your ID and your insurance on the door, and they can just look at it, so you don't have to so you don't have to roll down the window or move. Uh, there are cameras now you can put in your own car, so you can record everything in your own car in case something happens. I went to one Black Lives Matter meeting. The lawyer got up there, and I told my students this when they're in school. I said, "Look, I know y'all want to have First Amendment rights and freedom of speech, but keep your mouth closed. Do your Fifth Amendment rights until a parent or a lawyer gets there, because they got recordings in those cars when you get arrested. Be quiet. Be quiet. Don't make no sudden moves if you can." And I understand there's things like fight or flight, you know. Yes, dogs are guards. You need to contact everybody. You got city council, you got county commissioners, you got state officials, federal officials. You can contact them on Twitter. They have websites. You can call their offices. You can meet with them. Um, like I said, voting, serving on juries. If more Black and Hispanic people and Asian people were on juries, then we see a lot more cops getting convicted. Okay. Um, I know not in Harris County, but Fort Bend County, which is near Harris County, has a really great diverse jury pool. And I think one of the lawyers at one of the events went to said he tells his clients, if you can, don't do nothing in Harris County because it's gonna be mostly white jury. And if you can, do it in Fort Bend because their juries are always gonna have enough Black, Hispanic, and Asian people on there. And somebody will say not guilty. Oh, really? That's horrible, Dr. Cigar. Okay. And when you get to the also if they have their cell phone, you don't have to unlock your cell phone. They need a warrant for that. If they arrest you, get in the car and say, "Hey, I'm invoking my right to remain silent," and stay silent until you see a lawyer. Let your lawyer do their job. The more talking you do, the more you make it worse for yourself. And it's like we have to teach our kids how to talk with them, how to protect yourself, know the laws. It's So it's like even and some people kept saying, "Oh, if they weren't doing this, weren't doing that." Well, we have more and more instances of people who are not doing anything illegal who are still getting hurt. There's this guy named the name of Robbie Tolan. His father was a former baseball player. Lives in West University, which is one of the richest suburbs in Houston. Ironically, it's within the Houston city limits. Uh, but a cop pulled him over at his own house, tried to assault his mother, so he went to defend his mother. They shot him in the back. He still got the bullet there. He tried to sue the police department. I think they threw his case out. Yeah, it's mm-hmm. Yeah, paying a lawyer. There's a real good scene from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air where they get pulled over by the cops and his cousin and Carlton is driving. And he was like, "Man, just don't move. Uh, just do what the cops say." And Carlton's still trying to explain everything, talking too much. No. Also, that scene in Straight Outta Compton when the police pulled him over on the side of the street, told him all to get down on the ground. That looked suspicious. You know, they said the police got body cameras. Like, are we going to have our own body cameras? Am I going to have to get glasses with the microphones already in them, just in case? Just trying to figure it out. Yeah, it's a different world. Day shopping at like I think it was El Paso had a shooting like a year ago. Mass shooting at a Walmart. And there's also been instances of white cops shooting other black cops friendly fire, or you didn't know that they were cops. Like we had an incident here in Houston like that. Man was off-duty police officer. He heard a shooting, went to go respond, and another white cop who was following the suspect shot him. I'm like, damn. Oh, and all the thing is, I was feared for my life. Well, the other person was in fear for their life too. So this is what I say, and hopefully what happened last time in 2018, because of all this, you had what was called a blue wave. A lot of people, progressives, social justice people, ran for office. And our county, as a result, our county is blue. A lot of the judges, there was like 19 black women running for different judges. They all got the jobs. So that helps. Okay. Most city council, all blue. Unfortunately, I live in a red state. And if we can change that, that would be even better. You know. But it can be boycotts, it can buy more black owned businesses, moving to nice black owned neighborhoods, getting woke black cops, not just any black cops joining the airport, joining the police force. We need woke black cops. And black female and Hispanic cops too. We need in the mayor's office, the county office, the state. When I always tell my students, I say, "Hey, I'm your teacher. I'm hoping to motivate you to be a better person, to want to change the world, and hopefully there are some future lawyers, judges, politicians in here." And I said, "Whoever becomes president, please nominate me to be Secretary of Education, because you know me, So I just sometimes I get a little jaded. It's like, dude, things don't change and stay the same. But it's like, what are we willing to do to change it? Yeah, me too, Christine. Is like, what store was that? Because the other man the other day, he was a security guard. He told a lady to wear her mask, and she got mad and came back with two people, and they shot the man. Hey, King Royalty. Hmm. And then Vice President Pence don't want to wear a mask because he wants them to see their eyes. Dude, the mask ain't cover your eyes. Cover your face, cover your mouth and your nose. Oh Lord. So, but I believe today would have been Ahmaud Arbery's birthday. think he would have been 27. And his friends and family, his community kept up. I didn't know anything about this. This happened back in February, which I was like, dude, they did this in Black History Month. I swear, since Trump has been in office, I swear every Black History Month is just been really dark. Like, no pun intended, but like, just you like, I'd be waiting for the 28 days. Yeah, I'm like, y'all just doing some extra anti-Black stuff, aren't y'all? And then we go into March when Women's Month, and I swear all kind of stuff be happening to women. I'm like, what is going on? They don't want to roll up that spray tan. Yeah. So and then some people say, oh, we just pray we should forgive those who do stuff against. Look, that's nice. We can pray, we can vote, serve on juries, support Black-owned businesses, go to places that respect us, get a concealed gun license, know the law, and keep our asses safe. Just, hmm And if you got some woke white friends, you need to say, hey, I need y'all to speak up when y'all go in the other room with these other white people. Because they going to listen to other white people before they listen to me. And there is a group called Surge, showing up for racial justice. And they're like woke white people who teach other white people how to be allies to Black, Hispanic, and Asian people. Like, that's what sometimes when I engage people online, I'm like, oh, you can read this. I say, okay. Well, and they're like, oh, teach me how to do this. It's hard. I hate when other people of other colors, you're trying to tell them like, hey, this is why things are and this needs to change. And they're like, well, I don't know. Just teach me. And that's hard. I got to teach you how not to be racist to me. But your family, friends, and U.S. history have taught you the opposite. That's a lot for me to unravel. So I always like, look, there's an organization called Showing Up for Racial Justice. And also, I know about an organization called the Center for Healing of Racism. They got workshops and stuff. They can help you. Here's their resources. Now, I am a teacher, so I'm willing to engage with you. Now, my friends are not. But I always notice when I do engage them and try to teach them history, after a while they get frustrated with me because I'm right or because I can keep going. Okay. Don't ask no more Black people to teach you anything because they really don't want to be taught anything. They don't want to take any responsibility. Yeah. So, but I'm gonna list the website links in the. Yeah, he should have worn a mask. You went to a hospital and spoke with COVID patients. Everybody with you has a mask on, but I want to see them see in my eyes. The mask ain't over your eyes. What? Okay. Well, I won't keep you guys long. Any other questions y'all have about anything I've said from before in the last video and this one? There are also going to be some. Just let you know. Check out Daryl Moore's. He's going to have a discussion later on. I think 6:30 Eastern. Also, Lennon Honor is going to have one as well this afternoon. Check him out as well. Um, they're suspects. Wow, Christine. See, it's like mm-mm-mm. It's just mm-mm-mm. It's like we're in a catch-22. We're damned if we do. We're damned if we don't. Mm-mm-mm. Also, check out Mad Church Disease. on Sunday. I believe it's 12 noon Central Standard Time. He's going to discuss about why he left the institutional church. And I'm really looking forward to that. So, um, but yeah, please check out Horrors of Lynching by Wells-Barnett. Her article is online. I'm going to put it in my description. And Black Lives Matter organizations and things of that nature. And also something about the Black Lives Matter organization, the national one. The three women who are heading that organization after Mike Brown died, two of them are lesbians or bisexual. I think one is lesbian, one's bisexual. And so a lot of people always say, why aren't these gay people coming out and supporting black people? Well, guess what? Two did, and they started Black Lives Matter organizations. And there are black LGBTQ people who are woke and who do fight for black people, whether heterosexual or LGBT. But the thing is, we need the black heterosexuals to do likewise as well. You know? So if it's really Black Lives Matter, then I guess it's all Black Lives Matter. Disabled, LGBTQ, those who are uniform, not in uniform, those in the armed forces, men and women, because there are women who are victims as well, like Sandra Bland, Atatiana Jefferson. Okay. All right. So please click the like button, click subscribe, the bell, and all notifications. That way, anytime I go online or anytime I post, I'm going to post something tomorrow. I'm trying to decide which one I'm going to post. Either Larry Reed video that I made or the Jamal Bryant video. Did another look up court cases thing for y'all. So, but also, if there's anything else, any other brief histories or Sunday school lessons or looking up stuff that you want me to do, please give me a suggestion as well. I'm almost to the last week of my semester, so I'll have more time in about a week and a half. So, but thank y'all for staying with me, even though we had technical difficulties and everything. Make sure you register to vote. Vote anyway. Vote often. It does work because they're teaching their kids to go vote, and they do go vote. Yeah, we need to stick together, but unfortunately, we're also divided by gender, classism, and also sexual orientation and religion. So I really wish we can just have can we just have an African American conference so we can just address some stuff? Can we just have a big old community meeting? Everybody send a representative from your hood or your neighborhood or something, and let's have one. Okay, y'all, and then they get the message, and then they just send it back. Okay, these are some things we gonna do this year, and these are the things we not gonna do this year, and let's see how it works. So we got somebody from the Hotep community, the bougie community, the hood community, the Muslim community, the Christian community. Y'all send somebody to the African American conference. Let's have a meeting or something. Okay. Please subscribe to Daryl Moore, Darylisms, Mad Church Disease. Me, if you haven't already have, like, share, subscribe, share the video, because I really wanted to do this video was to show history. I know we have discussions and people say things, but I think we need to show the links to what's going on. This has happened in the past. It's happened currently. What can we learn from it? How can we stop it? What can we do about it? Okay. Oh, also, don't forget to email me questions I'll put it in here. At gmail.com. Questions you want to have answered for either Saturday After Dark or the Sunday School Ask a Teacher session. Okay. Thanks, Roxanne, Daryl, Matt, Tercy, for your support. My Life is Late was not here today. Okay. Thanks for supporting my Cash App. I'm still trying to get this new laptop. Yeah, and thank you to those who have already, Christine Parks, I know, thank you, and to others who have, Roxanne, and Mad Church Disease, who have sent me some Cash App money because I didn't ask them. They're my confidants, but they have. Still waiting on your donation, Darren Moore, but I love you too, anyways. Talk to y'all later. Don't forget, Lennon Honor and Daryl Moore later on today. Daryl, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Right? Is there a delay? See why I need to get a new laptop? See? It's Chromebook. Yes, 6:30 Eastern tonight and 12 noon Central Standard Time. Matt Church Disease. Thank y'all. Have a good day. Bye.